guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex, or Bella Donna Budgets, and to those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you very much for taking time out of your day, afternoon and evening to watch my videos and to support me. It really means a lot to the growth of my channel and my journey. And to those of you who have been with me since the beginning, and to those who have recently subscribed, welcome and thank you so much for your ongoing support. Thank you so much for helping me grow and get past 100 subscribers. It is very exciting to hit milestones, and I just want you to know that I do support you guys as well. So today is going to be Etsy paycheck number 3, cash stuffing, and I got paid a whopping $600. So that is amazing. And to those of you who have supported me by buying my envelopes, thank you so much. And I really had a lot of fun and a lot of happiness making your products. So I hope that they do serve you well on your budgeting journey and that they make you smile. So yeah, so I got paid $600 as mentioned. I left $25 in my bank account just so I can pay custom and duty fees online. So what we actually have here is $575 to stuff. So sorry, wrong binder. I'm going to start with my business binder, and this is a bit stiff still, so just give me a second. I am going to start with my taxes, and it's gonna get 30% off $600, which is $180. So 100, 150, 170, and 180. And I'm just gonna stuff this in here. I'm not gonna bother counting it just yet. Moving on to my mailbox, it's gonna get $25. So this now has 50, 125. And the last envelope from this binder is gonna be for my supplies, and that's gonna get $170. So 250, I believe it's the rest of these. So 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70. Okay. So moving on to my savings / debt repayment binder. Debt Snowball is going to be getting $200. So this should now have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, $610. Just gonna set this aside here for a second because I do want to talk about my debt repayment. So if you guys have watched my last video, I did confess that I have credit card debt, and it is currently maxed out with $121 and some cents worth of credit. So after much debilitating, I did vacillate back and forth with a lot of feelings. I've just decided to pay it off, and to make that happen, I need to start over again in a lot of my major envelopes. So initially, I had wanted to just keep stuffing my sinking funds, my home essentials, and my savings challenges, and still go about paying debt as normal. However, you know, I toyed around with the idea of just paying off my credit card by the end of this month, and that's gonna be monies from what I currently have from this Etsy paycheck, this coming paycheck and the second paycheck of this month. And just to sidetrack a bit, when I was toying around with this idea, yes, it did kill me, because you know, I have over $1,000 in my emergency fund, and this is the second time that I'm going to be taking all of those monies out to put to debt, which, you know, it does suck. And it is consumer debt too, so it's not like it's a situation where life happens and you get sick, or your car dies, or, you know, just some valid emergency. This is on my end, stupid decisions. Now, mind you, half of the credit that I've used from that credit card went towards business expenses, and I totally do not regret that at all. But the other half is just... So I'm just gonna pull this calendar up here for a second. I want to explain how this race works. So I get paid on the 13th and the 27th of this month. So my raise is going to partially reflect in this pay period, because how we get paid is I get paid for this period, and then there's this 10-day period. Let's say 27th. I will not get the raise on these days, but for this week, because it's past my anniversary date, the raise is going to reflect. Now, in August, my first paycheck will, both weeks in that paycheck will fully reflect the raise, which is what I'm excited about. So I hope that it makes sense, because I do struggle with explaining things sometimes, and I do need a visual in order to illustrate what I'm saying. So yeah, also for us, we do have a new holiday as of last year. It's called the Truth and Reconciliation Day. So last year, our premier decided not to recognize that as a stat holiday. And what the Truth and Reconciliation Day is about is to remember the children who have been mistreated horribly and died in the residential schools. And they, when they went to investigate those schools, they found mass graves with these kids, which is incredibly sad. So, you know, if that affects you and your family, I am truly sorry that it happened to you, and I hope that you guys get justice, and I am glad that you're getting this holiday to have that recognition. So yeah, going back on topic, some of my colleagues from another union got back paid that holiday, and it's only for full-time working employees. So I got an email yesterday from my manager stating that full-time employees from my union are gonna get back paid that holiday, and it's gonna reflect in the first paycheck of August. So I'm very, very excited about, and that money is totally gonna go back into my emergency fund. So yeah, I will be pulling monies out from a lot of the major envelopes, and I will be starting over again, but that's okay. So once I've made a decision to do that, immediately I just felt so much lighter and so much more motivated, because I am getting rid of that mental and emotional obstacle. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this cash to the side. Just gonna leave this there, and I'm gonna start with my emergency fund here. So hope you guys can see that. So 100, 50, 200, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And I am also including the $1,000 that I transferred from my emergency fund to my checking account. So this has to go bye-bye for the time being. Hopefully soon I'm able to put it back. And I'm gonna be erasing all of these colored ones. So I'm gonna clean that up later on. So moving out challenge is also gonna go bye-bye for the time being. So, this has 100, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 235, 240, 245, 250. Car challenge is gonna go bye-bye. This has 50, 70, 90, 110, 15, 20, 25. "26 weeks challenge is going bye-bye as well. So these are now empty. Oh boy. That makes me a bit sad. So 50, 100, 20, 40, 55. Next binder I'm gonna attack is my personal spending. So the Mo term can definitely wait. Personal. I know this has $45. Wait, what? There's 45 in here. I definitely do not need bubble tea, and I definitely do not need drinks. Continuing education. I'm gonna take this out for now. And eating out. Fortunately, I did not eat out. I was a good girl. However, I'm gonna pay my credit card back, so this is not a priority. And the rest can stay in here. So, my pink binder. Now has 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Next is going to be my Home Essentials binder. So I personally like to have extra cushions in these envelopes. However, thinking about it, I have had, a nice sum of money in these envelopes that hasn't been touched for a while. Because I do buy my own laundry soap, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, and feminine products and whatnot. And I am pretty much good until the end of the month. So I do plan to restuff these envelopes second week of July. household. Nope, I'm not touching home maintenance. Sucker Punch is gonna get touched. Hygiene is also gonna get touched. Same with pantry. So brown. This has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, yes, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Actually, let me count that again. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 95. So $295. Okay. So I'll be right back and I'll rearrange all this cash and recount everything with you guys. Hey guys, I'm back. So here is all the monies that I have, and you know, holy moly, that is a thick stack. And to think that I could have had all this money. However, I'm just going to do the right thing and pay back all my debt. And you know, there's always tomorrow. I'm very optimistic. I'm going to count this cash and we're going to add it all up in the end. So in fives we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So 145, or 140 in fives. The tens is gonna get, it's gonna be 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $150. So this is 290. So in 20s we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40. $540, but let's recount it again. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40. So $540. Okay. In 50s, we have 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300. hundreds, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $700. So to completely pay this off, what I'm gonna do is take $50 off my medical just to fully pay this off. So yeah, there you go. So this is all gonna go back to the bank tomorrow, and I am just relieved that I am getting rid of one debt. I just want to talk about the feelings that I had when I was in the process of making this decision. Since my last confession video, I started planning on how fast I can repay this credit card so that I don't have that to worry about, and I can focus on rebuilding my sinking funds, savings challenges, and most of all to pay off my debt consolidation loan, which is currently sitting at $12,432. I had initially planned to take time and have it all paid off by the end of this month. However, when I was conversing with my colleague, because she's very good with money and she has an aunt who was a banker, she was telling me that she was in a similar situation where she had cash savings, but she also had consumer debt. So her aunt gave her the advice of, well, it is nice to have cash savings, and it's even great if it's in a high yield savings account. You don't want to keep paying interest, which is greater than the interest that you would accrue in a high yield savings account. So that pretty much pushed me in the direction to have it paid off as soon as possible. I was going over my budget, and I was trying to decide, how much to take from certain sinking funds apart from my savings and emergency fund, and I was able to make that happen, as you see right now. So looking at this money, all of this could have gone towards my bigger debt. And how my mind usually works in the past is I would either shame myself, because coming from an Asian family or coming from an Asian culture, there is a lot of shaming growing up, whether our parents intended it to be damaging or not. That's just how Asian culture is, and I hope that's drastically changed nowadays. So I would either do that, or I would swing to the opposite end, where I'd be like, oh yay, I paid off all my debt, now I can spend it again, which is how I stayed in the cycle. So I'm putting myself out there and telling you guys, just so you can hold me accountable. And I'm certainly gonna draw lots of positive energy from you guys. So I had a lot of negative feelings of letting this go, but once I made the decision today, immediately I felt so much lighter, and I feel so much more positive because that obstacle has been obliterated, and I can now have the energy to focus towards rebuilding my emergency fund and towards my major debt. So I'll eventually rebuild my sinking funds and pay myself back. So do stay tuned for that, and as always, thank you so much for listening to me. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so, because it helps my channel grow. Thank you very much for sticking out with me to this point, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, and evening. Bye.